Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I'm your superintendent, and this is your weekly connection update. Real high overview of the connection this week. First, in my section, I talk about new pickup and drop off procedures. Please pay attention to that section, extremely important. We get into our Western New York Scholar Foundation ribbon cutting. Then we move to our safety tips for families, and guess what? That safety tip is connected to that first story in the connection. Then, of course, we have our school and district highlights. We finish off with our recognition, and we have some student recognitions this week. Let's get a little bit deeper into the connection. So now, new pickup and drop off procedures. Folks, we're going to be talking a lot over the next several weeks, especially the pickup and drop off procedures at Hoover and at Franklin. Now, I'm going to be extremely honest and transparent. I have directed both of those schools that I want a procedure. I'm requiring a procedure that separates during arrival and dismissal cars and buses completely, separating them that they're not on the same side of the building. So that's going to take some planning. And the teams at both schools are hard at work, but I'm telling you about this now for many reasons. Number one, there was a terrible tragedy that happened this week outside of our school district in Jamestown, where a young girl lost her life, and I'm sure that everyone in that community is just rocked to the core about how it happened, dealing with arrival and dismissal procedures. Then, the other reason, I'm just not satisfied with our procedures. I know that we could continue to think out of the box and make them better. We've done a lot of things. We've changed our start and end times. We've added bus loops, parent pickup and drop off loops. Folks, I'm still not happy with it. It needs to be better, and we're going to continue to work. Those teams at those schools are wonderful. They're just working so hard, always doing everything that they can, and I know that we could get to a product that's better than what we have right now. Stay tuned. More information over the upcoming weeks and when we'll start those new procedures that they're planning now. So then we move on to Western New York Scholars Foundation ribbon cutting. And this group, ladies and gentlemen, led by Justin McFarland, and then of course, Brooke Kibrick of the Chamber of Commerce. They invited me to join them for their ribbon cutting right there at the Wood and Brooks building on Kenmore Avenue. And folks, these people are so dedicated to helping kids in any way possible, giving scholarships to seniors. We, as a school district, we were the first recipients last year. They're now extending that even farther than us, and they're just doing everything they can to always work for kids. Thank you for your partnership. Thank you for your dedication to our Kenton students. Then we move on to our safety tips for families, and I had to include this week one of the most dangerous things that we do as a school district is have arrival and dismissal. I know that sounds dramatic, but it absolutely is true. And we have some safety tips about driving near or around a school during arrival and dismissal. Folks, please take the time to review this, look at this. We can never be in a rush when we are around those buildings. Thank you for everything that you do to keep our community and our kids safe. Then we move into our school and district highlights. Franklin Elementary students engage in collaborative project with Kenmore East art class. Holmes Elementary unveils new indoor recess room. Buffalo Sabres Students of the Game initiative comes to Hoover Elementary. Kenmore East Interact Club brings Purple Pinky project to Edison. Fundraising campaign culminates in Holmes Elementary Fun Run. Hoover Middle students introduced to fitness equipment. Lindbergh Elementary students study electricity. Kenmore West students enjoy murder mystery activity. Holmes Elementary hosts math night. Then we get to our recognition this week, our fall athletes, a few of them. Right now, we're celebrating Mr. Sam Clark from Kenmore East. Not only did he make it to the Section 6 championships, he finished third, went on to the States. His time, 16:04.5 for a 5K. Folks, that is a school record, and it's like lightning. Really, congratulations to Sam. That is a lot of hard work and preparation, Sam. Keep up that great work, and his coaches just doing a wonderful job, so dedicated themselves, leading by example. Next, we recognize the following teams and athletes who were selected as the NFL sportsmanship winners. And just think what that means. That means beyond winning, they are dedicated to just being and showing their class and character, representing their families and our school district very, very well. Kenmore East High School Girls Cross Country 11th grader Liliana Clark. Kenmore West Girls Soccer and 12th grader Annalise Haynes. And Kenmore East Boys Cross Country and 12th grader George Cincetti. Congratulations to those students. That brings us to the end of the connection this week. And ladies and gentlemen, we will not have a connection next week. We have our Thanksgiving recess. And I just want to emphasize the school year is moving really quickly. By the time we have another connection, we'll be in the month of December. And we only have 3 weeks until our next break. My point of sharing that is make sure that we're talking to kids about how important it is to stay focused, but really make sure that we're enjoying family during this holiday season, because that is what makes us Kenton proud, Kenton strong, and helps us to move Kenton forward. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.